It's a story of survival, of resilience. It was the day after the the aftermath of the Super Typhoon Yolanda. It's going back to their normal life, no? Pero wala na. I mean, it's a family who lost everything. And alam naman natin na nangyari yan sa karamihan ng nasa Tacloban nung panahong yun. So, it's a search for, it's about making choices, at maaaring ang choices na ginagawa mo ay salungat or hindi ayon sa choices ng mga mahal mo sa buhay. Si Norma, yung character ko, obsessed about searching for her husband. Nainiwan naman sila, ha? Iniisip ko na lang bilang isang karakter na yung ganong klaseng babae ay, di ba, there's madness in the way she loved. There's no rhyme or reason. Basta obsessed siya about, seeing her husband, her ex-husband, and be given the opportunity to say goodbye to him one last time.
Baka po you can share some anecdotes dun sa while working po with Daniel dun sa film.
Magaan katrabaho si Daniel, very pleasant person, very professional. He would come to the set prepared. Siguro kahit nai-intimidate siya sa akin, hindi naman niya pinapahalata. Parang namamangha siya na nabibigkas ko ang aking dialogue sa Waray, di ba? At sabi niya, siya nga daw, he spent some years when he was young in Tacloban, no? So may alam siya, tsaka naririnig daw ng mami niya, tsaka yung lola niya. Pero mas nagbabakal siya sa mga lines. Oo. So, nag-multitasking kasi talaga yung utak mo eh. You have to pronounce the words correctly, yung dialect, di ba? Tapos may intonation pa na sinusundan. Tapos dapat alam mo yung context ng scene, alam mo yung emotional requirement ng character mo. Ay, talagang medyo challenging yung experience. Pero I think that's the reason why I was drawn to it. Kasi it made me get out of my comfort zone, and I learned something new. I learned something different. Ayun. Tapos si Daniel, during our love moments, nag-open up siya about about his, minsan yung mga frustrations niya about the business, and then yung mga dreams pa niya, yung mga gusto niya, or things that make him happy. So, nakakatuwa naman, di ba? Kasi parang he's not the type to really open up to open up to the world. And yet, he trusted me enough to share a little side of him.
Did you get to work with Rans po? And what was that like po?
Sumabay siya. Alam niya ang gagawin. Alam niya. Oo. Intindi niya yung konteksto ng kanyang papel nung ginagampanan niya ang karakter. Magaling siya.
Do you still get to learn anything or something from mga younger actors who you work with? And in this case, meron po ba dito sa Dalawang Bagets?
They're not really so self-conscious.
Uh-huh.
Di ba yung parang mas may candor sila, mas less takot. I think ako, yung henerasyon ko, grew up in a very traditional environment where everything had to be right, everything had to be proper, ganon. So sila, wala, chill lang. They just go for it. Ika nga. Oo. Minsan nga kung titingnan mo, parang very casual lang sila sa set.
Mm-hmm.
Pero pag take na, nagtatransform ka agad, nag-morph agad sila into their characters. So,
your film has won 2 major awards na rin po sa Europe for Carlo Manatad. Mm-hmm. Sa palagay niyo po ba may effect yon sa film in terms of, recognition sa tao now that it's gonna be shown at the MMFF.
Naiiba siyang pelikula eh. It's not your usual mainstream movie, and it's not it's not the usual disaster melodramatic film. Ang tawag nga ni Carlo, when we first met, sabi niya, this is absurd cinema. It's surreal, and there's a lot of dark humor. I mean, to make the tragedy more palatable, 'di ba? Na hindi mabigat, na hindi mabigat. He put a lot of color, visual imagery to the tragedy, to the situation, and there's a lot of humor as well. Surreal. Ang ganda. Naiiba siya. And I think you really have to be a committed moviegoer to appreciate this. It's very subjective. Kanya-kanyang lente ng pagtingin. Oo, iba-iba ang audience, iba-iba ang nanonood, iba-iba ang nanunuri ng pelikula, no? Nung pinanood ko siya, para akong naging film student. Inaaral ko yung mounting niya, parang ganoon, parang dinala niya ako sa larangan ng paggawa ng pelikula. Inaaral ko yung mga shots niya, bakit ganito, yung edit, yung paggamit niya ng musika, yung timpla niya, kahit yung paglalahat niya ng kwento ay naiiba.
Ano na lang po, super last na lang po. Sa palagay niyo po, ready na po ba tayo to go back to the cinemas?
I've been asking around personally, no? I've been asking around. There are some brave souls who go. Oo. Medyo takot pa rin ang mga tao. And you can't blame them. This is really a challenge. No? This is a tough situation for the movie industry, for the theater owners, and for everyone for that matter. Kasi kahit ang gusto mo, watching movies, diba, is a social experience. You want to be with friends, with family. You want to be able to talk about the movie, eat popcorn. How do I look at it? Life has to go on anyway. So we have to keep trying. We have to keep dipping our foot in the water and to see kung pwede na. Hindi naman tayo pwedeng maging di ba? We cannot be imprisoned by our fears forever. We have to think, and we have to imagine that it's becoming a safer world. But I think everyone has to manage his or her expectations. All the producers, the theater owners, everyone involved in the industry has to manage his expectations. So